Hey everybody, welcome to Squatch Talk. I'm Pat. Glad you could be here tonight. I do have a cool announcement for Friday. We have a great, wonderful guest, and that is going to be Dr. Jeffrey Meldrum. So I've finally secured Dr. Meldrum after 4 years. Because we were supposed to do this 4 years ago, and because of technical issues, we couldn't work it out last minute. And then he was traveling the next day, and life happened. So I finally like reached out to him again last week, and really wanted to like make that happen. And here we are. So Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Dr. Jeffrey Meldrum will be my guest on Squatch Talk, and that's going to be cool. Like Meldrum's always great to talk to, but beyond that, it's going to be. I'm going to do it a little differently because Meldrum's been making the rounds actually lately on a lot of different shows, and I'd say he's probably done 7 or 8 this year, maybe more. I've seen 7 or 8 of them, so. So he's kind of, he enjoys talking to the Bigfoot world. He's always willing to, um, and so I'm kind of going to change it up with him though coming on, and I let him know that. I gave him a heads up. I said, man, it's going to be a different kind of show. And so here's what I mean by that. I'm gonna, I'm not going to ask him the same old questions, although some of the same topics will be addressed. And I'm gonna try and pull in more into layman's, because he's a very academic person, and he talks like an academic sometimes, and so I'm gonna try and complement that. I'm not an academic. You guys know me, man. I'm just Pat. I just, hey, let's talk. It's wide open. But even more importantly than that, what I'm going to do is, after about, it's just going to be me and him, 1v1 for the first 30, 40 minutes. And I'm going to try and make that as interesting and as informative as possible. And then what I want to do after that, and he's agreed to this, he understands this is going to be the platform. So he's agreed to do the show under, the format that I've kind of set up, is that I'm going to bring some guys in. So we're going to have basically, after a half hour or so discussion with just me and Meldrum, I'm going to start bringing guys in, and we're going to have a panel discussion with Meldrum. Because I know, I know the guys would want to do that for sure. I know people would be interested in that, and so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll kind of work out sort of the, we'll have some rules behind that, so that he's not bombarded with too much at once. But yeah, basically, man, that's how the format's gonna go with the Meldrum Show this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Is just be me and him for roughly half an hour or so, and then I'll start bringing people in, either one at a time. I may just bring people in all at once, but again, I don't want I don't want to bombard him with like overload his system. But yeah, so you guys know who you are or who you could be. Unfortunately, I'm not. It can't be everyone. I don't want 10 people in the room. That's too much. But we'll figure out the best and fair way we can. But I have some ideas. I mean, Ernie for sure. I'm definitely going to bring in Ernie if he can make it. He has technology problems, being his mountain man ways, and but I'm going to try. I'm sure he can. sure he can figure that out in, a couple of days that we have leading up. Get him on some Wi-Fi or something. And it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. So that, I don't know if that's how much of a challenge it's going to be for my West Coast friends. I'm sure some of them can figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to bring in several people for sort of the second half of the discussion, and just make it a bigger, broader discussion, kind of like we always do, except, hey, we got Meldrum there, like kind of cool and definitely different. So, I don't know. That's basically it for that. Like, for as far as the show this Friday, it's going to be Meldrum, and then we're going to do that kind of format. And of course, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. And other than that, I'm working on a second Bigfoot debate on another channel, on the Modern Day Debate channel. That is the original channel, actually, that Meldrum did a debate there. And again, we've talked about all that, but I'm working on a second debate with James over at Modern Day Debate, and he's into it. He's given me a possible date. I haven't solidified, so it's going to be a 2v2, evidently. So 2 Bigfooters, whatever that is, and 2 skeptics, whatever that is. And so I haven't. I know who I want to do it. I've got a first choice, and I'm trying to work that timing out with him. And then there's several people that I can. There's several people I can go to. So I've also got plenty of backups, and I would trust them just as much, man, to have a good showing for a Bigfoot debate. But that'll be fun too, man. Over on James's platform, Modern Day Debate, do a 2v2 Bigfoot debate, which hopefully just is more of a discussion, curious discussion, and yeah, that's it. So that's big announcement. I'm excited. I know some others will be, especially some of you who might get a chance to participate in the show, and that's just the way I wanted to do it. I've had that idea in my head for a long time now, like several months. I think it was back in January. When I was back when I was doing a lot of stuff on the Bigfoot Odyssey channel. I told Daniela, I said, hey, we should try and get Meldrum on, but we should, invite some trusted people we know to be a part of that discussion, and not just have it be this, 2 or 3 person thing, and then that just kind of never happened. And I'm like, well, I'm talking to Meldrum now. I might as well just go with that idea, because I think it's a good idea. It's something different, which obviously, that's what I always try and do, not just for the sake of doing it, just because, I don't know, that's just where my mind goes, is I follow this this idea form that, the Bigfoot world needs to do something different. So therefore, if I'm in it, I'll do something different, and live by my own sort of thinking there. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for now, and I think that's going to be a very interesting show on Friday to have Meldrum on and turn it into a bigger, more diverse discussion. Rather than, again, like Meldrum's been doing a lot of shows lately, and he kind of has his own spiel that he he just kind of throws out there for certain questions, and a lot of the people that that do those shows, I mean, I guess that's sort of their format for that type of guest, is just to ask a question every 10 minutes or so. So we're not going to do that so much. Like, some of that will be happening, but again, I hope to just turn it into a bigger, broader, more like on the fly, back and forth discussion. And I just think that'll make it more real, more interesting. That's it. I feel like I'm rambling on now. And I have nobody to bounce off of. It's just me. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. That's what's going on. And I hope to see everybody there Friday night. Should be fun. Should be interesting. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.